know this sounds silly, it's interviews for the TV, but we've always dreamt about doing stuff like this, you know, the morning after you win the All-Ireland, and no, it's a privilege to do it.
I was watching you on the Sunday game last night, and you said like you've attended 6 losing banquets, and for the first time it was a winning banquet.
Yeah, I said during the day after the game last night, my wife Jennifer, her 21st was at a losing banquet, her 30th was at a losing banquet, because her birthday always fell on the third week of September. So listen, it's just great to be here, Joe, and I'm telling you, over the next couple of days, weeks, I don't think any of us, me included, know what's ahead of us.
I mean, when the whistle went, how did you feel?
Yeah, it was mad. I think I probably always felt you'd get emotional in the moment, but it wasn't. It was funny. I turned around, I seen my I might get emotional now, I seen my wife and my kids coming down, and they were the first people you wanted to be with, and then the players, and it was just amazing. Sea Hill 16 full of green and red was, I think it was one of the best moments of my life.
And I think Jack Coyne's speech was hugely emotional, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was a lot of, I don't know, was it frustration over what? I think he carried the frustration of all us ex-captains.
75 years.
Yeah, all us ex-captains that thought we were going to get that privilege that Jack got yesterday. But I thought he encapsulated the moment. Stick your chest out. To be proud for me, Mayo. It's one thing that we always kind of said to the boys, and I think Jack just stole the moment there.
I mean, there was grown men on their knees crying yesterday. There was women crying. There was children crying. You had us all in floods of tears.
Oh yeah, it was like I walked up, I seen fellas that I know that work at manual labour, hard jobs, and them in floods of tears coming on. I know they'd no drink on them because I wouldn't go to football with it, but it was just amazing. I seen scenes from Castlebar, Westport, my hometown Balladreen last night. Like the place has gone mad.
And the place is going to be hopping later on this evening because the homecoming, you're on the train at 2, I believe. Are you around that?
Yeah, we're on the train at 2, back into Castlebar. Yeah, I don't think there's any detours on the way down. I think we're going straight to Castlebar, but like there's going to be such a crowd. Like again, going back to the 6th that we lost as players, you always had to do the homecoming anyway on the Monday, and thousands of people used to always turn out for us. I just can't imagine what McHale Park is going to look like at 5 o'clock.
West is certainly awake now, all right?
Absolutely, and Mayo's alive and kicking.
Absolutely. Well, Andy Moran, thank you so much for coming up to us nice and early this morning for chat with us, and enjoy the celebrations. Best of luck.